Angelina Jordan. This is from Angelina Jordan Fan Club, The Shield. This happens to be from Chris Cybulski. And uh, this is just a few seconds of Mount Everest. It's not long, 15 seconds, I think, or 13, I'm sorry, 13 seconds. So it's not long, but like I've been saying, I was there, and every song, every note, to me was a precious moment in time that I'll never forget. And even just a sampling of it is better than nothing. Like I said before, I'd walk. If I had the opportunity, I'd walk with Angelina wherever she wanted to walk. It wouldn't matter. Just being there is privilege and an honor, and something I don't deserve, probably. Anyway, let's watch. This isn't going to take too long. I'm going to put it on full screen after this, I think. So there we go. Short and sweet, I said. Yeah, it doesn't last very long. It doesn't matter. Pick out one note, that's enough. Okay? Pick out no notes and she's just standing on stage, that's enough. For me, the anticipation she was coming out on stage was enough. Okay? Going to Portsmouth was enough. Buying the ticket was enough. It doesn't matter. She's just the best, she is a unique individual at a time when we need somebody like that to provide us hope, to show us and speak to us, show people love and kindness. Yes, Angelina, I'll go find a way to do that I can do, something that I'm able to accomplish. And furthermore, it's not just that. To me, what Angelina is she represents that. It's in her nature to be loving and kind. And for many of us, it's not really a big part of our nature. It's part of our nature, for sure. But a big part? Hard to say, isn't it? As I've often said, my limited understanding of the universe is this. There's equal amounts of negative and positive energy in everything that exists. As a matter of fact, you could say that the only reason that does exist is the negative and positive energy forces that draw things to be in existence, if you will. So then you come to human beings and their character and their nature. That's intangible. It's not a substance. There are tangible acts, but the nature of positive and negative and good and evil and all that sort of thing, that's intangible for the most part. It's in each of us, I believe, in equal supply. That also means it's in each and every other person, if you believe that or think that's plausible. And I've often said we get to choose, moment by moment in our life, what we focus on and what we look at and what we tend to want to see. We can see good in bad situations sometimes. We can see bad in good situations. We can see good in good situations and bad in bad situations too. The same, that's the easy part, right? Sometimes when things go wrong, it's like, A little hard to find a silver lining in that one. But so why am I saying all this on a 13-second Angelina Jordan Mount Everest clip? Why am I saying that? Because in part of the Portsmouth concert, Angelina talks in between songs sometimes. She didn't do, a lot of talking in between all the songs, just some. And one of it was her message. I've been ending my comments with, love and kindness for I don't know how long now. It's been a while, a few months. I've tried various endings to my comments. And I'm not bragging when I say this, but I made a promise to myself when I started this channel back. I haven't been on air that long. In March, I posted my first video March 3rd of 2023. So what's it been? It's coming up on 8 months, I think. And I made a promise to myself that if people take time to write me a comment, I'm going to take time to write them back. I don't use any automated responses of any kind in my replies. And the reason I don't is because I feel if you took the time to write to me, I'm going to take the time to write to you. And so far I've been able to keep up with that. It gets difficult some days, but it's I'm old school, man. That's how you do things. So, I'm trying to learn new technologies and new ways of, this, like the YouTube channel. 68-year-old guy making a YouTube channel, what's up with that? Yeah, there's other people out there that are my age and older that do it, but not a lot. And maybe part of that's because nobody wants to watch us. But to get back to Angelina, she gave the message. She gave that message. She said, the world needs more love and kindness, try to spread love and kindness. And that's such a remarkable statement nowadays when that's not what you hear a lot. And I've also said this many times, the people I work with, they like the bang bang, yell scream, no particular value in any of the music they listen to, any of the stuff I hear. I don't even understand the lyrics, and if I can't understand them, it's bad. And can I find good in it? It's tough, man. When it comes time to spread love and kindness, when you listen to something like that, it's like, yeah, I have a hard time with that. So that's my struggle. My other struggle is driving my car. Whenever I'm driving my car, I don't know why. There's other people out there on the road. They shouldn't be there. They should all pull over and let me go by. It's always frustrating when you're driving the car. And, I break every rule that there is driving a car. I speed, I tailgate, I don't use my turn signals sometimes, I don't wear a seatbelt. I break every rule in the book. But when other people do it, oh, how bad are they? Who gave them their license? Where did they get that? Out of a cereal box? Anyway, I struggle with that. Then I go on rants, and actually it's probably more entertaining than it is anything else to me. And maybe it keeps my mind a little sharp. I'll try to find the positive in it. there isn't much. It's a stretch, right? So to go back to Angelina, so she gave that message. That's something I've been giving for a long time, and every once in a while I'll add things like on certain messages I might add to my friend or my good friend or whatever it might be, my brother sometimes. I put that in there and for special people that comment, that have been commenting with me for a long time. And, I put that in there for them because they are special. They've been with me for a while during this evolution and this journey. So I appreciate that. So that's how I show it. And one way I show it is if I give a little extra attention to the replies sometimes. And the other thing that I lost my train of thought. That's a bummer when you get old. You do that sometimes. So I'm just going to leave that be. Let's go ahead and listen to this again. I'm going to get off my rant, okay? I know I just converted a bunch of people to Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. in the back are bebopping along pretty good. We could be band partners. So Angelina, when she came out on stage, actually I see over to the right over here. You guys can't see it, I don't think. You're not going to see it when I get done editing it anyway. There's a video over there that says about to start, and it looks like the stage when Angelina was getting ready to come out. I'm going to watch that one next because right from that point on, I was in entirely, and I was present for the concert entirely, undistracted by anything else that was going on. The only thing I did that would you might consider to be a distraction, but I don't see it that way, is my whole life, for the most part, I would say, starting when I was a Boy Scout, my Boy Scout leader taught us kids way back then that he said, you know, when you go to a public place, always just kind of take a quick scan around and make note of where the exits are. If there was an issue or a problem, you would know how to get out. You know, if there was if the place filled up with smoke and you couldn't see, you would know about where the exit was so you could make your way to the exit. He said, so is that likely to happen? He said, no, not likely at all. Probably will never happen your whole life. But just if you just take a quick glance around, Boy Scouts are always prepared. That's our motto, right? Just take a quick glance around. Where's the exit? That's all. And then you don't worry about it after that. You just are aware of where they are, generally. And my whole life I've done that, based on what the Boy Scout leader taught me. I go to a movie theater, one I've been to many times. I just glance, quick, exit. Okay, there they are. Okay, I know where they are. I've been there hundreds of, maybe even thousands of times, and I know where they are. But I still, to this day, when I walk in, sometimes when I'm walking down the aisle, exit. Okay, I know where they are. Okay, I sit down on my seat, just a quick glance, boom, boom, there they are. Am I paranoid? Do I think anything's going to happen? Not at all. Never has, probably never will. I hope nothing ever happens. But what's the point of this rant? Okay, well, here's the point of the rant. Okay, if I can remember it. What was I going to talk about? Oh, the concert. So I was there. I was present in the moment. There was a thing that happened during the concert, and I say I was up on my toes because I was. This guy came right down the aisle, right next to where I was sitting, and I could have reached out and touched him. In fact, when he was coming down the aisle, and he came down. He came up to the stage. Angelina came over, and he was saying something to her, and the whole time that he was standing there, something looked a little off to me, but it wasn't terribly off. So I was I was up on my toes. I was ready to go and be of assistance if I could be, if anything were to go wrong. And he ended up leaving. Went back to his seat, I would assume. I don't know where he went. He went back up the aisle somewhere. And it wasn't long after that he came back. This time he had something in his hand. It looked like a napkin is what it looked like. Honestly, a dark colored napkin. And that made me a little nervous too, that he came back. I don't know what he said to Angelina, and he came back, and she came over to him again, and he gave her whatever that was, that napkin or whatever it was. And at that time, this happened kind of quickly. When he came to the stage, he handed it, and she took it, and then her security came in, and they were able to. Her security people, those security people were, I thought, pretty good, because they whisked them away fairly. I don't know. Some people might not even notice it ever happened. And they didn't make a big deal out of it, which was the way it should be most of the time. So, but anyway, I was up. I was ready to go. I was close, and I was being alert. I also knew where the exits were, okay? Not that I would need them. And Uh, it's a thing, right? So I'm protective of Angelina. I feel like I'm like her grandfather, right? If something's going to go wrong, if I can prevent it, that's the best. If nothing else, I'll get involved where I can be of help or service. Okay, I'm 68 years old. What can I do? Well, not much. I taught martial arts for 20 years. I got some presence of mind, and I've been in. I used to compete internationally in martial arts. I'm not bragging. I'm just stating some facts. So can I do some stuff? Well, I don't know. You know, if something were to happen, I guess we'd find out, right? So that's that. And I feel like I need to protect her for some reason. That's the whole message with all these rants that I'm doing today. I'm trying to find the right words and the right way to express it. I like to tell things through story, as you guys know. And some people like it, some people don't. That's my way. I don't know that I could ever change it at this point. I'm getting a little long in the tooth for making those kind of changes. But um, yeah, Angelina, she seems to me like a very, very, very special person, spreading love and kindness in a time when there's so much division and uh, I don't know. And I think the mood in our country generally is down. Inflation. Things costing twice what they used to cost. Um, Now there's another war to get involved in. That it's just it's so much. And it can be depressing. And then the herd gets depressed. Most of them don't know what's going on, but some do. And even the happy-go-lucky, don't care what's going on in the world herd, sometimes it starts to get affected, right? I'd like to protect Angelina from that. Angelina, you saw in one of the other shorts that I did that she's worried about the kids. She didn't specifically say the war, but in Israel, but she did say she was concerned about the kids, which is her thing too. She's concerned about everybody, but especially kids. So this is a lesson in how do you take a 13-second video and turn it into a half an hour. Sorry about this. I get on these little rants. It's early in the morning. I got a lot of energy, so you have to bear with me. I just got up. So I think my coffee's not even done cooking yet. It is now. It's probably getting cold, right? So so Angelina has that message, right? Well, there's a purity in that. I don't know if innocence is the right word, but there's a purity in it, a simplicity in it, and to me, when you hear that, it's like, of course we should do that, right? It's not weird, unusual, odd. It's no outlying thought. It's the way it should be. That's what I think. I don't know. I'm not the person that tells everybody else what to think. I'm just a guy. I'm me. This is what I think. Okay. I think a lot of you may agree with me, and that's fine. I hope that's the case. But spread love and kindness. There's nothing weird about that. Okay. That's the way it should be. I think the next step in human evolution, as I guess we'll call it a philosophical species. Okay, is in that direction. To go away from me, greedy, 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 get all I can get, and heck with you, right? To go from that sort of mentality to try, in general, I'm talking the world population, okay? The ones at the top got it all, and they keep accumulating more. And I'm not saying, let's not even get into the discussion about whether they, what they did to get there and all that. That's a whole different thing. But and some are great. They give a lot back. Some do that. Okay, matter of fact, most of them do some of that. I think, but there's to talk about equalizing the wealth in some way. I'll tell you how you do it. Is you do it one person at a time. Okay, there's not really a lot of other ways. You try to level the playing field. So I think the next step in evolution to me is show love and kindness to people. Help them out if they need help. Be nice to them. Give them opportunity. Do whatever you think of a way to be kind and loving to someone, and then execute it. Go do it. Not them. You execute the concept. Okay, go out there and be nice to somebody. Why not? Why not? Might they backstab you and turn on you? They probably will. Not might they. Why? I don't know. There are people in this world that, even if you're nice to them, they don't believe they deserve to have nice things done to them or to be loved. There are people like that. There's actually quite a few people like that. And internally, they don't believe it, so they reject it. So when you do something nice for them, they actually turn on you. Like, they're fighting themselves in a sense, their nature. But that's a whole different, another full out. Oh boy, that was a big one to pull out and just drop, right? Sorry about that. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's move on. Let's listen to Steve. I came here to listen to music, not you. I know. I can't help myself. Okay, I'm going to play this a couple more times and we're going to roll on out of here, okay? Sorry about the long rants today. You guys know where the fast forward buttons, or you can slide the slider down to where there's music. Sorry about all that. I just, it's one of those days, I guess. I got up and I'm philosophical, waxing and waning philosophical. So let's go ahead and listen a little bit more of this and then we'll call it a day. I appreciate it. If you're still here now, you deserve a medal. Well, Angelina, I'm going to move on to the next one. I actually feel bad when I stop an Angelina video and move on to another one. How stupid is that? Oh, boy. All right, guys. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. If you're still here, you're a saint, and I appreciate you being here. And I think it's good for everybody to believe in something. I've tried to chase it down to the essence, and that kind of stuff I just got done saying is pretty much where I'm at. So you guys have a great day. We will see you on the next one. I'm going to see if I can do a world record number of posts today. So enjoy. Bye-bye.